I know. I know. I know. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Lots of hearts. Lots of hearts for this squishy face. Hi, everybody. Ooh, numbers are just jumping up for you, kiddo. Lots of hearts. Lots of hearts for the squishy face. Hi, everyone. This is Gracie. I see hi, Tiffany. It's not Tiffany. Tiffany's actually at the rescue house right now, doing the night shift. This is Gracie. Hi, everybody. Lots of hearts coming. Hi, guys. This is Gracie. Hello. It's not Tiffany. I know Tiffany always does these, and I guess Tiffany and I sound the same. We sure look the same. A lot of people think Tiffany and I are sisters, but we're not. I know. So I will go ahead and get started on this video. We have a couple hundred people on, which is awesome. So hi, everyone. This is Gracie. And I am here with maybe a familiar face, maybe not, but if you remember back in January, I'm sorry, not January, July, sorry. In July, this is what she does all day long. If you remember, yes, this is an English Bulldog. If you remember in July, Stella and Isa and Lexi all were surrendered by their owner to our organization. Stella was the English Bulldog. She was completely emaciated. And Isa and Lexi, they were the little Chinese crested and the Yorkie. They were owner surrenders. And sweet Stella here was completely emaciated. She was 27 pounds. Well, here to do a couple of updates. One to say, here is Stella now. Stella is now 35.5 pounds. She has been filling out really, really well. Stella has actually been with me this whole time. My husband and I have been fostering Stella since she came in. I picked her up after work one day, brought her home, and she has been with us. And we have been spending the last 8 weeks or so helping her recover, helping her gain weight, helping her just adjust to being in a normal home, giving her an opportunity to let her little personality come out and shine. And she's been doing really, really well the last 8 weeks. She's even been hanging out with Emery. Emery is my 100+ dog. I've had Emery now for 7 years. And so her and Emery have been getting along okay. But wanted to give this video a go for Stella because again, I want you guys to see how amazing she's doing. I'm so proud of how far she's come. You can no longer see any of her ribs. You can no longer see her hip bones. You can no longer see her spine. If you guys remember the video that Tiffany did when she first came in, you could see every single bone on Stella's body. Even her skull was protruding from her face. Every single rib you can see. She's no longer looking like that. She's nice and she's getting plumpy and she's happy and she's running around like a good, healthy dog. But the reason why she's in a cone is because, unfortunately, Stella, we learned today that Stella has 2 indolent ulcers in her eyes. So you can see her eyes are all red and she's squinting and not wanting to necessarily open them. So today was very interesting. Today started out as a normal day with Stella, and I was working and I was on a call, and all of a sudden I looked over at her and she was squinting and she was pawing at her eye and she would not open her eye. And so I called the eye specialist and was able to take her in as an emergency. And so we just got home now. And so she has two, what they call indolent ulcers in both of her eyes. She's had them for quite a while. Those type of ulcers are kind of finicky because you don't necessarily know that they even have ulcers until it's too late and until they rupture. So in Stella's case today, one of those ulcers ruptured, and so there is a procedure that they can do to help this. If you leave it untreated, you're at risk of high infection. The ulcer basically is like a cornea erosion. So it's like the very top layer of her eye starts to deteriorate and erode and exposes the sensitivity parts of her eyes. And so if left untreated, it can lead to severe infection, blindness, and then ultimately potential eye removal. And you can treat it with some eye drops, they said. The problem with that is that there's a very low recovery rate if you just do eye drops. So what they recommended was that we do something called debridement. And so Stella got a debridement procedure in both of her eyes today. If you're not familiar with that, sounds a little bit gross to say it, but what they actually do is they numb the eye and they take off that first layer, allowing the other layers of her eyes to form new cells and form a new layer so that in time, over the next 2 weeks, she will have formed a new lens, a new corneal lens over her eye. And so it was the best option for her to have the best recovery. And so we decided to go with that. We decided to do that for her today. It is a very uncomfortable procedure for the dogs. If you remember, I think Amy did a video not that long ago. Harry just had the same procedure done. Harry actually had to have that procedure twice. So hopefully that won't be the case with Miss Stella. Hopefully in 2 weeks when I take her back, she'll be okay. But for now, that's what she had done. And so her pretty little brown eyes are not fully open like they normally are. And so keeping her calm, keeping her comfortable, she does have to be in a cone now for the next 2 weeks, which is interesting. So we're learning how to eat and drink and do everything in a cone. And hopefully in 2 weeks when we take her back, she'll be in a lot better shape and a lot more comfortable, right, Mama girl? My heart just breaks for her because she's just such a happy-go-lucky dog and she's been through so very much. And here we are. Here we are. Now she's going to be in a cone for 2 weeks and is in a lot of discomfort. And so she is getting around-the-clock pain meds now, and she will get eye drops 4 times a day. And hopefully in 2 weeks, we will see a difference. She is about 6.5 years old. Though the eye specialist said, judging by some of the just age degeneration happening in her eyes, she probably is more along the lines of 7 years old, maybe even closer to 7.5 rather than 6.5. But she's an English Bulldog, and for her age, she's doing really good. She's doing really, really good for her age. So if you can, asking for donations for sweet Stella, because we were not anticipating this procedure having to happen for her. We're not anticipating her having to go and have this debridement procedure. But look at her. Look at her from this angle. Look how much she is filled in. If you remember the very first picture that we posted of her, she was extremely skinny. You could see every single bone in her body, and here she is today. She's been doing really good with her weight gain. Like I said, if you're just jumping on, this is Stella. She came in July, and I've been fostering her for the last 8 weeks, putting much needed weight back on her. And then we learned today that she's got ulcers in both of her eyes, and one of them ruptured. So this is going to be Stella's new wardrobe for the next 2 weeks, and she'll be on pain meds around the clock, and And she'll be in a cone and on some eye meds, right, baby girl? Come here, let everybody see you. Let everybody see you. Come here. Let everybody see you. Where are you going? She's so sweet. You're so sweet. I know. Come here. Hi. Hi. Guys, if you can, that would be amazing if you can send some donations her way. Eva O'Connell, thank you so much for donating towards her. Appreciate that. I see your comment. Thank you, Eva. We were not expecting this sweet bully girl to have to undergo pretty abrasive eye procedures today. And it's super uncomfortable for these dogs when they have to have it done. So, right, Stella? I think it's actually time to be giving her her eye med. So I am going to sign off. But if you guys, please, if you can donate, especially because she had to have it done in both of her eyes, which I tried to see if we can just get away with one, but unfortunately with these indolent ulcers, they're kind of like ticking time bombs, the specialist said, and just even the wrong scratching of her face can cause one to rupture, and so we just did not want to risk the other eye being affected. So we went with both eyes. So if you can, the donate button is there. The donate button should be on here. Hopefully I clicked it correctly. And then once I'm done and I post this, I will put all the links for other ways like PayPal and whatnot. And so that's the update on Stella. Appreciate everyone and appreciate all the love and appreciate all the support. We'll keep you guys posted on how she does. But for now, she's hanging with the mulligans. Say bye, Stella. Yeah, it's time for those eye drops. Mommy can tell. Foster mama can tell. All right, everyone. If you can, thank you so much. Jill, thank you for donating. I see that. Thank you so much. Appreciate any donations that we can get for our sweet Stella to help with her eye treatment now would be amazing. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend and stay tuned for more updates.